Hey guys, it's Ian here from Mid-America Prep. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Now, I don't want to make my channel into a health and fitness type channel or anything, but health and fitness and good physical stature goes right along with prepping and survival. Now, you have to take this with a grain of salt and think about it for a little bit. If you can't take your bug out bag, which may weigh 30 pounds to 60 pounds to however many pounds it weighs, and walk a mile, or if you can't take the time to get all your preps and toss them in a trailer to bug out, or into your vehicle and bug out, or if you just can't walk a mile without anything on your back, just your body, and you're worn out, you are going to die in a situation where your body is going to need the survival, where your preps are useless if you don't use them. Health, that's where you're going to go, is you're going to die. You're not going to be worth anything if your body cannot use what you've prepped for. Now, with that being said, you can take all the time you want, and you can prep all the food. You can take your 50-gallon drums of rice and your beans and your meat and plan to live off the grid for however many years all your preps take you up. But the chances are that you're not going to be able to survive all that time if you're not healthy. And with that being said, the last 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to get myself back into shape. Now, I've never really been out of shape, but back in high school and elementary school, I was much more active. And I've been out of school long enough now that it really does get you. If you're not active, your health will decline and your physical fitness will decline with it. So, since probably 2012, 2013, somewhere in there, I've been hitting the gym. And within the last 6 months or so, I've been going to the gym on a consistent basis. Once 2015 came up, I said, you know what, this is it. I'm no longer going to be out of shape, and I've got stuff in life that I want to do, and I can't be out of shape for it. And so going to the gym is one of the best things I have now found for my body. If you ask anybody, food is obviously an addiction. If you eat a lot of food and you like to go out and pig out on McDonald's hamburgers, so be it. But if you're not thinking about your body in the aftermath of that, you're going to suffer from your actions. And so, with everything in life, there's obviously addictions. There's good addictions and bad addictions. And now I have now made, an addiction of mine or hobby of mine used to be going to the range and shooting 300 or 400 rounds a day, and having fun at the range. But now it's to the point that since I can't go to the range every day because of my living standards, where I live at, I take that time up and I go to the gym. Now I go to the gym 4 to 5 days out of the 7-day week. Now I say 4 to 5 because my work schedule falls. I have 3 days in a row, 3 12-hour shifts in a row that I'm either sleeping or I'm working. So I sleep for 8 hours and I'm awake for 3 or 4 hours, and I go to work for 12, and I do the same thing. So I usually go to work about 30 minutes to 45 minutes ahead of time, and I'm usually there 30 minutes or so after. And so my time schedule is cramped into 72 hours on my work week. And so, with that being said, I have to plan my body around my work schedule, my sleep schedule, and then my workout schedule. And there's a lot of things that are helping me get back into shape. Now, obviously, I go to the gym. I spend about 2 hours there. I do a little bit of cardio, and I do an upper body workout one day, and then cardio the next day, and then lower body workout. But I always get a nice core workout with both. And I'm not the fittest I can be. I still got a little bit of a overhang here, a little spare tire, a little square, but I'm still healthy enough that I can take my bug out bag, which weighs 55 pounds, and I can walk 10 miles and not die. Anything past that, I'm still working on. So, how this all comes back to shooting and prepping and survival is your upper body strength, obviously your lower body strength too, but when you're out shooting, there's a lot of upper body muscles that are being used that you don't know about. And now I've noticed that I used to have a little bit of shake when I was out there shooting. I could get lined up, and I would get on target for a little bit, and then my arms would get tired as could be, hold my rifle up. If I went and shot 30 rounds not just a 30 round mag dump, but if I went out and shot, bang, 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 my shots would be here, and then they'd start going down or up or left or right. They would start going everywhere. And so instead of hitting consistently free stance, they were just everywhere. And so what I've started to do is a lot of upper body workouts. And I'm not the fittest sharp tone guy or anything, but I've noticed with a little bit of time and effort, my body has brought itself to terms to be able to control itself better than it was before. And a lot of people, when they're out shooting pistols, I had the same issue for a long time. I'd go out and I'd shoot 3 or 4 mags out of my Glock 19, and I'd hit the target, and then I'd have a stovepipe. And then I'd hit the target, and then have a stovepipe. And it's like, why am I doing this? And obviously, a lot of stovepipes are caused by limp wristing. And I have found the easiest way to prevent limp wristing, which doesn't work for everybody, I'm sure, but it has worked for me, is to strengthen your wrist and your forearms. Now, I do a lot of forearm and a lot of upper body workouts to begin with, but I just went to Walmart about a year ago now, and I was like, I need some weights. And so I picked up here a set of weights. Now this one's like 12, 18 pounds, 20 pounds just for this one weight. Now the set is a 40-pound set for like 20 bucks. Anybody can afford it. It's very affordable. Instead of just buying like one 10-pound weight and one 20-pound weight and going up, you can get one of these adjustable ones, which I do suggest getting a full weight set for just doing your whole weight workout plan. But if you get an adjustable one, they can serve for many purposes. And one of the things I have found for that is doing workouts with my wrist. And so what I have here set up is I just took a piece of 12, or I think it's 14-inch PVC, 7 inches on both sides, maybe it's 12, I can't remember. I think it's 14. I drilled a hole through both sides. And then I took a piece of paracord, ran it through, made a loop, and as you can see there, that's what I got. Okay, I have a piece of 3-foot paracord. On the end, I have a 6-pound weight. Now this can be adjusted because this has a slip nut on it. I can take it off and on, and I can, make it heavier or lighter or whatever it be for whoever the user is. Now, a lot of upper body strength goes into shooting a rifle or a pistol, and a lot of people don't realize it. And so, what I've done here is I do these on my off days. I do them on my workout days too. Before I go to the gym, and 3 or 4 reps after I come back from the gym. But on my off days from not going to the gym, I definitely do these because it gives me a lot of forearm and wrist strength. And so basically what we're going to do here is just take this, and it's not grippy at all, and I need to get some kind of grip on there. But we're just going to take this and we're going to turn it. And by doing so, we're winding up that string, and soon enough, that 6-pound weight comes up. And so what I do is I count that as half a rep and then back down. Now back down is obviously a little bit easier, but I have the resistance against it. That is 1 complete rep. Now I do 5 going forward, and then I have 5 going backwards. And going backwards is much, much harder. Okay, so like that. So with that being said, if you want to make it a little bit harder for you, one of the easiest things to do, take the next size down. This is a 2.5-pound weight. Right here has a 1-inch hole. This is a 1-inch PVC, by the way. As you can see, fits right over it just fine. Now this is going to make it a lot harder. So now I have 8 pounds total. Is that right? 8.5 pounds. So we have 8.5 pounds. I'll tell you what, your body really concentrates on it. You make goofy faces, you can't think, you can't talk because it hurts. Make them things ring. Okay, we're going to let that back out. Okay, so that is what I do to aid in wrist strength right here and forearm strength. Now obviously you could always go and wrap your wrist because you don't want your wrist to pop out of place or fracture or anything, but it's good for your good shooting pistol stance. Okay, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So I will be doing some more videos from time to time over my current workout plan and how I'm going to be changing it. And a lot of my cooking videos, I have made cooking videos in the past over like MREs and stuff. Now I'm going to be making some videos over stuff that you're going to have in the survival situation, such as your venison, your rice, your beans, and how you can make that on a minimalist budget or whatever. Obviously your rabbit and squirrel and that kind of stuff can come into play in the same way, but that all is good for your body, because you're going to need some good proteins and fats to survive. And when you are out of shape, your body's going to break it down better or worse than it would when your body's lean. And so I'm working towards a lean muscle body. Right now I'm 205. Just 6 months ago I was 215. Now, it doesn't look like a lot of weight loss, but 10 pounds has went from fat. You know, this is 10 pounds worth of fat. This is 10 pounds worth of muscle. And you can find those images online. If you go and look at just look up fat versus muscle, and you'll see that fat is a giant glob and weighs this. It has a giant volume and it weighs this much. And then you see muscle, and it's this small dense volume amount, and it weighs the same amount. And so that's why a lot of people who are overly large and they have a lot of excess fat, when they go to the gym, they can't even lift their own weight. And one of my things is the fact that if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be able to you should be able to lift your like, say, a leg press. One of my things is the leg presses, especially for lower body. Be able to lift your weight plus a quarter of your weight, which obviously mine is I'm 205 right now, so just at 225, 230, I should be able to comfortably do that. Now obviously I do way more than that, but that 230 should be my baseline, because there's no reason I can't. If I'm walking every day, I'm already moving around 200 pounds. But if I can't do my weight and then be able to lift more than my weight, how am I going to be able to do my weight plus a 60-pound pack? That's 260 pounds that my body can't pick. You can't walk 10 miles if I can't even do a leg press for 230. And so I am definitely trying to get all my stuff wrapped up. And like I said, I'll be doing some videos on some simple workouts for everybody. I just want people to get off the couch. If you're a prepper, if you're a survivalist, young, old, I don't care, you can do it. You can get in the shape that you should be in case the situation were to arise. Now, you know why? The military doesn't sit there and let their people get fat. Cops do. Cops sit in the car all day and they don't get in shape. Very few amount of cops are held to a standard that the military is, because a lot of cops who are previous military understand that standard, and they don't let their bodies get to the point where they cannot handle a 5-mile run or a 10-mile run. Most cops can't get past their car, let alone chase you down when you're running. And so obviously I support the military and I support the police, but we can't have fat law enforcement officers and enforcing laws. They can't even, if they can't chase you down, that's probably why they're shooting everybody anymore, right? But anyways, this is the Infant America Prep, reminding you to get healthy. You guys, be safe.